Hello Scorpio, welcome to my weekly Tarot Love channel. So I just have an announcement to make. I'm, for those of you that don't know, on an island in the Philippines and I'm on the ocean, so it's quite quiet today, but hopefully we won't be disturbed by any noises, children on the beach or motorboats passing by. So as I'm tuning into your cards, Scorpio the collective and their other, I'll explain to you what I'm going to be exploring in the reading. So I'll be looking at the feelings and the intentions between you and the other, as well as the unifying energies between the two of you, and then we'll follow that off with the best way to proceed forward based on what comes up in the cards. Alright, so just let me finish shuffling these cards. This is for Scorpio, the collective, and their other. Scorpio, the collective, and their other. Okay, so just bear with me while I pick the cards, and then we can dive straight in. So on the right hand side, the cards are, well, it's your left hand side from where you are. These cards are the feelings. So this is the more inner private realm of you and your other. And then on the left hand side, or the right hand side over here, we have the actions. So these are the intentions and how it is that you and the other responds to the feeling. So often they don't match up. It's almost the same as seeing it as the head versus the heart, and unfortunately fears and the ego gets in the way, and so they don't match up. So I often find that healthy relationships, they do match up. You know, the feelings and the intentions are more or less in line. So please give me 3 cards for the unifying energies between Scorpio and their other. 3 cards, please. This one is wanting to fall out. Okay, well, so the theme of the reading is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune talks about moving in a new direction, moving into a new cycle. So if things have been difficult, it's moving towards a lighter, easier, more comfortable situation or environment or place or emotions. And that can also go for the other way. So it could also be about moving in a new direction from, you know, a place of light to a place of more challenging and conflict. It's kind of based on the idea that nothing stays the same. We're always evolving, changing, transforming. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. So let's see what it means in the context of you. As I can see from the unifying energies, there's a lot of intellectual intensity between the two of you. You have strong conversations, possibly even bordering on having arguments. But there's a passion to it. I also see that both of you feel this love and this joy around each other. You both feel good around each other. And there's a deep love, a deep spiritual love. There's a deep connective love between the both of you because the Ace of Cups comes up. So these are very strong cards. Very, very strong cards. I can see, this is for Scorpio and the other. Let's get 3 cards. I can see in the past, your intentions were for the relationship, and for them, they were taking charge of the connection as well. They were really putting energy into the relationship, and so both of you were looking towards moving forward in a direction. It's, you know, I have the 3 of Wands, and it's a man who's looking out over his land. So sometimes this has to do with possibly both of you planning to come back together again if you're not in the same country or in the same place together. So it's almost like both of you intending to come back to each other again. I can see that your feelings for him is you find him to be someone courageous and strong. Sorry, him, her, there's no gender specific here, Scorpio. You find them, they are someone that your feelings for them are such that it really encourages you to face yourself. It's like you're evolving as a result of them. For them, they find that sometimes you can be a little bit defensive, and sometimes they have to, it's like maneuvering you. It's like, you know, it's yeah, it's the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is about taking a stand, and but also about perseverance. So you really keep going. So I think because we have the King of Swords as the unifying emotions between the two of you, it shows me that there's a lot of intellectual connection between the two of you. You both, your feelings for each other are more of an intellectual nature at this point as opposed to an emotional nature. So coming into the present moment, I think that I see things change a little bit. For you personally, you're moving away from what has been quite challenging for you. These are your feelings towards them. You're wanting to move away from what was difficult within the connection. Possibly you may both have gone through a difficult period. And let's get 3 cards. There's the card of compromises coming up, the Creator, and politics. So I'm not entirely sure yet what that means, but let's keep going. So yeah, I see you moving away from, with your feelings, you're moving away from what was challenging and difficult within the connection with them. And they're more sort of open and curious about their feelings towards you. Yet between the two of you, you're both wanting the stability and the consistency and the security in your feelings of the relationship. I have the card coming up, change of residence brings new social opportunities, new friends and good beginnings, and a positive boost to your romantic life. So possibly with this travel card over here, it may indicate that, you know, this is about you starting to come together again for some of you. Because I see your intentions between the two of you is you see this person as your hopes and dreams, and you're really putting positive energy into the connection. Same with them, they're really feeding this connection as if it's the relationship that they want to settle down with. And both of you, I do apologize about the noise. It's a motorboat which is on the other side of the bay, and yet you hear it as if it's right here. So the High Priestess is coming up in the intentions between the both of you. So it's almost like there's a waiting to see what's going to happen. It's quite, you know, the High Priestess has an element of mystery to her. So it's not knowing what's going to happen, and in a way there's been a surrender to both of you, allowing things to unfold as they will. Yeah, I also think that you both feel each other to be mysterious as well. That's also a possibility. So then when we move into the future here, we have some conflict coming up. So something has happened between the two of you. There's been some kind of compromise, and also putting on a happy face despite, or putting on a nice face but not showing what's really behind. So I'm not sure if that's you or the other person. I've also got in the Lenormand cards the Whip, the Child, and the Lily, and it's talking about conflict around new sensuality, or Lily can also mean morals or values. So conflict around these new morals or values. So possibly you've had a change of heart. One of you have had a change of heart around this connection, and it's creating conflict. And with regards to the connection, it could have to do with the values or the morals or even the sensuality. So I see that you're going through a change over here. You're changing your perception, or at least you've had a change of thought or change of heart in the connection, and so your intentions are reflecting that. And I can see that it's creating some kind of conflict in the connection, because the card that's coming up for them is the Five of Swords, which is the card of, in a way, it's a card of betrayal. So their actions within the connection, they've done something that has created this conflict, and it's caused you to change how you feel about the relationship and about them, because now there's this conflict that exists between the two of you. And yet in their feelings, they're discerning, they're trying to decide what they want. Do I proceed with this relationship, or do I choose a new path? And for you, what your feelings are about a new creative beginning, a new passion. And so we have the Three of Swords, which shows you both coming out of a period emotionally of heartbreak or pain. So so something has happened here, and I want to get 3 cards to find out how this is going to proceed forward. Because I do have the Love card here, and I do have the Nine of Cups card between the two of you, which talks about a deep love, but also about a happiness between the two of you. But then in the middle we have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords talks about it, so it could be strong, stimulating conversation between the two of you, but it could also refer to a fight and angry words being exchanged that I impulsively expressed. Because in the future we have this loss or this betrayal, and it's creating conflict in the actions. So let's see how this proceeds forward. What is this the Three of Swords in reversed about? Three of Swords is coming out of heartbreak, choosing to move forward. Okay, so 3 cards to see where this is heading. Well, there's a lot of anxiety and an inability to surrender, nor an inability. So there's been this loss, and you're wanting to come out of it, but there's a lot of anxiety around it for you, and so it's hard for you to surrender to what has happened. It's hard for you to accept what has happened, or to allow what has happened, whatever it is that has happened that has created this loss. I've also got the Hermit card coming up over here, which is talking about spending some time alone. So let's get 3 more cards. What is this loss about? What is this loss about? Okay, so so the Sun is in reverse, and the Sun is it talks about happiness and light and inspiration and joy and enlightenment, and that's in reverse. So that's been shut down, which is affecting new emotional beginnings. And Ace of Pentacles talks about new opportunity and abundance coming your way. So how will this proceed forward? How will this proceed forward? Let's just pick these cards over here. How will this proceed forward? Okay, so I've got the King of Cups, which is you, Scorpio. So King of Cups rules water, which is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I have the Queen of Swords in reverse, and I have the 5 of Cups in reverse as well. So it talks about, it feels quite emotionally immature. It's the Queen of Swords in reverse, so not feeling very logical or rational about the situation. And having the 5 of Cups in reverse shows me either that you're unable to come out of this situation, you're so stuck in it, and you're being quite erratic and irrational and unstable about it. Okay, so there's some kind of instability that you are going through as a result of this. So what is the best way for you to proceed forward, Scorpio? What is the best way for you to proceed forward? 3 cards. Okay, so the cards are suggesting that you're needing to see what is there within the marriage or in the connection. You've got the 4 of Wands card coming up, which is, it's the card of the relationship card, possibly the marriage card, the union card. And it's talking about the teamwork or the exchange that happens between the 2 of you within this connection, and how it is that you're not seeing what's there in front of you. You're not seeing what's happening, okay? It's talking about being quite stuck in your emotions and needing to find balance around your emotions in order to ground yourself and your connection and allow the passion to return. And it's suggesting that you take time out. And I've got a King of Wands coming up over here. So King of Wands is a fire, so it's a Leo, an Aries or Sagittarius, and it's taking time out from this person in order to return back to the sweetness, in order to return back to the passion, because I can see this is a period of struggle for both of you. It's affecting the sweetness between the 2 of you. There's been some kind of loss and ending, and it's reached a place of stalemate, and I don't feel like you're handling it very well. So the best way forward is to start seeing the truth of what is going on in the connection. I feel like it's not healthy. Whatever it is that has happened, the Whip card is coming up, the card of conflict. Possibly there's been some kind of betrayal where your partner was with another person, or your person was with another person, because I have the politics card and the compromise card, and it's talking about you compromising yourself by staying in this situation that isn't good for you, and you know it's not good for you because of the politics, because of the person not showing who they really are. And then I've also got this card coming up, Fatal Attraction to the wrong person at the wrong place. Beware of this new exciting passionate love affair. It may well lead to an unhappy ending. Alright, so hopefully that shed some light on the situation, and if you enjoyed that, please like and subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching. Bye for now.